There are some games you don't really forget, not because you remember every mission, but because of how they made you feel. For me, Warcraft 3 is one of those games. I loved it when I was younger, and at the same time I don't think I remember it truly. I thought about coming back to it many times over the years, and every time I postpone it, because there's always a better moment later. And then I realized something simple: there will never be a perfect time. So I think the best time is just today. Warcraft 3 is one of the most cool RTS games ever made, not just because it was good, but because it changed what RTS could be. It introduced heroes with levels, abilities and items. For me, it was the first time I've ever seen such a mix of strategy and RPG elements. It was extremely fresh. The game also told a long, interesting story that people still remember today, and which I want to revisit and see if it's any good now. In the meantime, the game created something much bigger than itself: competitive play, custom maps, entire communities. Even genres that came later can trace their roots back to this very game. I remember going to the internet cafe in my small town, looking at older guys playing the game way better than me. I was so confused about their speed and understanding of the game, but it inspired me to become better. It was especially amazing when the game was long and opponents were on a similar level. More than 20 years later, people still talk about Warcraft 3 with respect that only a few games ever earn. And all that brings me to a simple question: can Warcraft 3 really still be that amazing for me today as it felt 20 years ago? Or is it just nostalgia? So I've decided to return to Warcraft 3 after 20 years. Not as an expert, not as a content creator. I'm starting almost from zero. I want to learn the game properly this time, slowly and carefully, reading every skill, understanding the mechanics, revisiting the story and the factions without rushing. This is also a personal journey for me. As you can hear, English is not my native language. I've also never done something like this before. There will be pauses, mistakes and awkward moments, and that's okay. I'm not a Warcraft 3 expert who starts YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber who decided to play Warcraft 3. I'm just a regular guy returning to a game I loved once, curious if it's not too late to enjoy it again, and maybe even learn to play it on a decent level. This will be slow content, very slow probably. I want to learn things the old-fashioned way, step by step, without skipping ahead. Before we jump into the game, I want to briefly explain how I want to approach this thing. I've made myself a simple game plan, so I know where I'm going and so you know what to expect also. As you can see, it's divided to 10 steps. Firstly, we'll start with the campaign. I want to relearn the basics slowly, revisit the full story, and get familiar with the heroes and factions again. I will also play on the highest difficulty, not because I'm good, but because I want to really learn how the game works. After finishing each race's campaign, I want to stop and reflect for a bit. What I liked, what I didn't, how the race felt to play, which heroes stood out. I want to understand the game and not just play through it. Once the base game is finished, I will do a full summary of Warcraft 3, at least the base game campaigns. The story, the emotions, my thoughts, and what still works today for me and what maybe didn't age that well. Then I'll move on to the Frozen Throne expansion and repeat the same slow, careful process. And this part is actually very special for me because I've never played the Frozen Throne before. So this will be something completely new. After finishing the expansion, I want to do one more big summary, a proper closure of the entire Warcraft 3 experience. Only after, and this will be very exciting, I'll choose my main race, not based on guides or tier lists, but based on what actually felt right for me and whichever the race I enjoyed the most during campaigns. Then comes practice. I'll play custom games against AI to learn my chosen race properly. Units, buildings, upgrades and basic strategies. I want to beat all AI difficulties before going anywhere near multiplayer, at least that's the plan for now. I will also spend time learning the most common multiplayer maps, where the creeps are, what items can drop, how the maps are laid out, so when I finally step into PvP, I will at least know what I'm walking into. And only then, very slowly, I will start playing ranked games on Battle.net. Wins, losses, confusion, everything that is a part of this plan. Throughout the whole process, I'll be watching replays, trying to understand my decisions, my mistakes, and what I can improve next time. That's the plan. 10 simple steps. And one, I believe, long journey ahead of us. If this kind of slow, honest learning sounds interesting to you, you're very welcome to stay. Alright, let's actually begin. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, because as soon as the game started, I just have this first blast of nostalgia here. And I'm not gonna lie, this game really is a lot to me. I remember a lot, I believe, from the game, or maybe it's just nostalgia, I'm not sure. Before we start, I want to go through settings very quickly, because I changed some things. First of all, I want to tell you that since I want to enjoy the game in the way that is the most similar to the experience that I had over 20 years ago, actually, I want to choose the classic graphic mode. So that's the first thing. I also read a little bit about it, and it seems that the classic one is less cluttered, and actually a lot of people, I believe, prefer this one. We'll of course go with the with the high quality of graphical things. I also set maximum FPS to 300 because why not? We eventually want to go to the Battle.net, and I think that every FPS is good for us. Next thing is the gameplay. Here I changed the default camera settings and max camera settings. I read a little bit about it. I'm not sure if this is the patch 2.0 which actually improved those settings and made it available to set it. But from what I read so far, 2300 is something like a gold standard or a sweet spot for most of the people. So I've just chosen it just for the sake of future plans. Next settings, I decided to not change a lot, but I have team colored life bars disabled. I have gold might. I actually didn't have it, but I want the gold might unique counter to be enabled. I also enabled show FPS, show ping, show actions per minute, and so on. Just some basic settings. And I have the show unit life bars always. And when it comes to the input, then I want to try and learn with the preset key bindings set to grid. If I recall correctly, this setting means that all of the hotkeys, which I don't remember anyways, will be set on the left side of the keyboard. And since this is the case, then it should be easier for me to access all of the things that matter. And I think that, I'm not sure, but I think that this setting actually means that it doesn't matter which race you play, the hotkeys are similar. So that might be also a cool thing to have when we are not sure yet. And I'm not sure what race I want to play. I didn't set any hotkeys or whatsoever. I just want to go with this grid key bindings presets. And I think that's all to show you for the start test and for the start. And this is just to let you decide on your own if you want to change settings to to this kind if you ever be in my shoes, let's say. Man, this menu is really cool. I really like it. I remember that there is also a second menu, the one with more blue colored, more blue themed. But I want to stick with this one because if I remember correctly, the second one is from the expansion, the Frozen Throne. And it would be cool if we go through the campaign and we finally reach the expansion, then perhaps this menu will change on itself. Okay, let's start then. And I can't believe that I'm doing this. Single player campaign. We will start with the campaign. I have completely new installation here. Okay, without further ado, let's go to the campaign. And honestly, first thing that really hits me is that I don't remember the campaign menu to look like this, to have this, I don't know, book covers or something like that. I actually forgot that we are starting with prologue, but I think that is very short. But yeah, let's start with the Exodus of the Horde and we'll see where it will guide us. If I remember correctly, we will start with the cinematic, with the great cinematics, old and actually even new Blizzard cinematics are amazing. But I'm really curious if the cinematics from this version in 2026 is changed and have improved graphics or if anything is improved. So let's click play and see the cinematics, and we'll talk a bit about it afterwards. Yeah, and I of course forgotten that there will be also a selection of the difficulty, and we will go with hard. I'm of course no veteran at all, but since we eventually want to go to the multiplayer and try to climb the ladder, I think that we have to try our best to finish the campaign on hard difficulty, and we'll see how it will go. Can't wait.
The sands of time have run out, son of Duratan. The cries of war echo upon the winds. The remnants of the past scar the land. Which is besieged once again by conflict. Arise to challenge fate and lead their brethren to battle. As mortal armies rush blindly towards their doom, the burning shadow comes to consume us all. You must rally the Horde and lead your people to their destiny. me out.
Chapter 1. Here we go. Somewhere in the Arathi Highlands, Thrall. So we are beginning our journey with Thrall. That's so cool.
What kind of nightmare was that?
It was not a nightmare, young war chief, but a vision. Follow me, and I will reveal what your future holds.
I don't know what this is all about, but I'll play along.
I gotta be honest, the cinematic is
Excellent.
done is
Seem
in
eager to
such
be
a
on your
cool way.
However, you must first learn how to give orders to Thrall. Try ordering Thrall to move down the path towards the nearby banner. To do this, click the Move button in the bottom right corner of your screen and then click on the banner.
Yeah, I just been waiting the narrator to finish speaking. So the cinematic, wow, it really hits with nostalgia a lot. I love the music and the overall vibe. And what is also so cool about this game and the overall aesthetics of it, and the cutscene as well, is the fact that when it really resembles the Lord of the Rings for me. And I still am such a big fan of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I think that when I first saw this as a kid back then, 20 plus years ago, I immediately had this feeling that this will be the game that will give us these huge battles moments and so much of epic storyline, like the Lord of the Rings, since it's fantasy as well and so on. Really, really cool. And we're starting with Thrall. So let's get into details here. First of all, we have the stats here, and I remember that. And the hero attribute, the primary attribute is intelligence. So I believe that this means that the Thrall is intelligence-based character. First of all, so the Farseer will be for intelligence.
Yes.
We have 19 of points in intelligence here. Damage, armor. I don't remember really what armor does. We will go into details of this, of everything here, because I want to learn it.
Area. This
And the
black area
narrator is
represents-
just
Notice
giving
how the
some
black area
tips
shrinks as
to
Thrall moves
start.
through it. This
Let's
reflects
just quickly
areas you have explored.
go on with this
Select
because
Thrall
I
in order
remember
you
how to
the
move
banner in
the
middle
character.
of the encampment.
Loktar, my warriors. We are yours to command, War Chief.
Now that your troops are all selected, order them to move to the next banner.
Yeah, so that's a very, very basic start.
Prepare yourselves. I sense a knoll ahead.
To order Thrall's forces to defeat this foul creature, select all of your troops, click on the attack button, and then click on the knoll.
For honor, Dabu. Your time has come. This was only a scout, but the knoll's camp lies just ahead.
Order your troops to perform an aggressive attack move into the enemy encampment. To do this, select all of your troops, click the attack button, and then left-click on the ground in the middle of the knoll camp.
I like how all the games really allow you to learn in such a gradual way. So the attack command, let's go. Automatically engage enemies and content along the way.
Good job. Notice that Thrall gained a level from the experience that he earned in combat. Only heroes can acquire experience. allowing them to become incredibly powerful over time. Heroes gain a hero point whenever they advance in level. These points can be used whenever you click on the hero.
Yeah, so let's quickly go through the to the skills. So we have Chain Lightning here on Thrall and also Farsight. So Farsight reveals the area of the map that it's cast upon for 8 seconds, also reveals invisible units. So let's see.
Yes.
Okay, so it's just a scanning skill. Next we have Chain Lightning, calls forth a bolt of lightning that bounces up to 4 times, dealing 85 damage on the primary target. Each jump deals less damage. Okay. And we will be able to level up those skills as well.
I am the
I remember all of those basics.
For honor.
If I remember correctly, we can also... Or maybe we can't
For honor.
actually destroy the buildings.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not sure.
For honor.
It doesn't work for me. Also, I know that this is an orc base, but I think that we weren't able to do anything there.
The spirits.
Let's move on for now. This is very basic mission just to, you know,
Yes.
get it rolling and
We
learn
discovered
some...
a group of Murloc raiders in the nearby river.
Yeah, and learn some very
The
basic
Murlocs would
things.
make excellent targets for your new Chain Lightning spell. To have Thrall use his new ability, click on the Chain Lightning button and then left-click on one of the Murlocs.
So we have here the hotkeys Z for the Chain Lightning. Let's try to use that. And just like the game and the description says, the first hit actually
Some monsters drop treasure when they are
make
defeated. Treasure
the most
chests hold
damage.
Powerful magic items that can only be picked up by heroes such as Thrall.
Potion of
This
mana.
particular treasure
Number
chest contained
7.
a useful potion of mana. Notice that the potion now occupies one of Thrall's inventory slots near the bottom middle of your screen. Potions of mana can be used to replenish a hero's mana.
Okay, let's
the
move
magic
on.
energies that allow the
I wonder
casting
if there is
spells
some
such as
path
Chain
that I
Lightning.
can follow. And I think that there is no such a way.
For honor. Yes.
Okay. I think that we can just
Order
move on.
Thrall's forces to explore up the river, following the banners.
Yes.
Try this actually
Regard. No
faster than the rest of the units. I wonder if we can see anywhere what is the Thrall default speed or something like that. I think that we can only see armor and damage. There is no mention of the speed. Okay.
For honor.
The wolf howl signifies that night has begun.
Be wary, my warriors. Don't let nightfall dull your senses. Dabu. Dabu. For honor.
So this is a very quick mission just to follow the trail and
Yes.
learn basic stuff, some how to move, how to get items from the ground, how to use the skills.
Dabu. For honor.
About the cinematics, just to quickly,
We'd have a fierce battle on our hands if the beast weren't
honestly, the
sleeping.
game constantly just something is happening and I'm in the middle of saying something and the narrator or Thrall is saying something and I have to stop for a moment just to, you know, focus on what they're saying. But just to go back to the cinematic for a little while, what I really liked also about this cinematic is that it actually, I believe that it was improved a lot.
Yes.
So I'm not sure whether the Reforged actually improved the cinematic or perhaps it was maybe it was not improved at all, but only upscaled. But I think that it was really nicely looking for nowadays, and it's adjusted to
Dabu.
to current quality.
Watch yourselves, my brethren. Those creatures do not sleep at night. For Doomhammer!
This is really cool as well. So the golem is immune to my magic.
For honor.
Okay.
Dabu. Yes. Dabu. None will survive.
I wonder whether the level of the trial actually stays with us for the next missions. I'm not sure about that as well.
For honor.
But I
Yes.
think it stays for the entire campaign.
For Doomhammer!
But this is just a prologue, so perhaps in this case it will not stick with us. I will see.
Dabu.
Oh, there's Ring of Protection.
Excellent. Thrall has found a magic
Increase
ring.
armor.
Rings are very useful because they provide a constant passive benefit as long as they are carried.
For honor. Yes. For honor. Yes.
I really like the music, and then also the portraits and everything is just like as I remembered. I think that they are upscaled as well, but
Dabu.
they look exactly like I remember them.
For honor.
And from time to time I also watch a little bit of Warcraft 3, so
I still can't believe they were ever a part of the Horde.
I know of course how it all looks, but you know, playing it actually on my own is a completely different experience, and I'm looking at all of the details here, and because I want to have a very cool memory since I decided to do this.
Your time has come.
Oh, here we can use actually the chain lightning.
Let's go. Yes. The spirits are restless. Dabu. Your time. What you want? Time to die. I am the War Chief. Yes. Master. What you want? I am the War Chief. Yes.
Very good. That treasure chest held a magic tome that can be used to give Thrall a permanent benefit.
Okay, can I see? I'm not sure what it did, unfortunately, because I haven't had the trial selected at the moment. But I believe that it increased as a constant effect the overall health of trial. Not sure.
Yes. The spirits are restless. For honor.
Yeah, and the prophet is here. Okay, so this is the end, probably, of this intro mission. So very basic stuff learned. Let's move on.
Greetings, son of Durotan. I knew you'd find your way.
It was you I saw in the vision. Who are you? How do you know me?
I know many things, young war chief, about you and your people. My identity at this time is unimportant. What is important is that you rally your people and leave these shores immediately.
Leave? What's this all about, human?
Human? I left my humanity behind long ago. I am something different now. Know that I have seen the future and beheld the great burning shadow that is coming to consume this world. You sense it as well, don't you?
The demons are returning.
Yes, and only by leading your people across the sea to the distant lands of Kalimdor will you have a chance to stand against them.
But how can we—
I will answer all of your questions in time, young war chief. For now, rally your warriors and prepare to leave this land. We will speak again.
None of this makes sense. But the spirits tell me that I should trust him.
Okay, first victory. What really stood out to me in this first mission is how slowly the game introduces everything. There's no rush, no action overload, just atmosphere and the story. This is very different approach in comparison to most modern games, I think. I don't feel like there was pressure to grab the player's attention immediately. It feels like the game assumes that the interest will grow naturally over time. We meet Thrall and right away he feels different from what I would expect from an orc. He's calm, thoughtful, and willing to listen. That already makes him interesting as a character. The vision, the demons, and the mysterious prophet all feel like the long-term setup. We clearly don't have answers yet, and the game isn't trying to give them to us. For now, it feels like the story is asking us to trust this mystery and simply take the first step. Alright, let's continue. Here's some scoreboard. 14 minutes. Man, I talk too much. Too much. Definitely. Okay, we can just click continue. Departures. Chapter 2. 3 days later, near the Lordaeron coast. I really like those maps between the missions and the way that our mark is moving along on the map, that we can know where we're at. This is really cool.
It's been 3 days and this prophet has yet to show himself. I hope I'm not making a huge mistake by trusting you. War Chief, the clans are assembling as you ordered, but it will take them some time to reach us. Then we must prepare this camp immediately. I want my warriors to have food and proper lodgings when they arrive. Yes, War Chief. Warrior, has there been any word from Grom Hellscream? He and the Warsong clan were supposed to have been here by now. No, War Chief. We haven't heard from Hellscream in some time. Damn it, Grom. Where the hell are you?
Yeah, finally we have some base.
Yes.
And the
The
peon.
blinking button at the
Work,
top of
work.
the screen indicates that your quest journal has been updated. To find out more about your objectives, click on the quest button.
Okay, quest
Peons can
button.
harvest gold from gold mines such as the one located here. To begin collecting gold, select your peon and right-click on the gold mine.
What do you want?
Okay.
Something you're doing?
So let's go on with the mission. So the next thing is War Mill.
Work.
To
Near
increase
the
the rate at which
woods.
you collect lumber, train additional peons and assign them to harvest
Okay.
from the forest.
Let's do that then. And I remembered at least this thing that when I click the my right button on the mouse, then we select where the unit that will be trained will go. In this case, I want the peon to harvest lumber, just as the game says.
I am the War Chief, Ndabu. Ready to work.
I wonder how long one peon takes to be trained. Let's see this.
Ready to work.
Okay, 15 seconds.
Yes.
War Mill is building actually for quite a long of time, so that's something to
Work
remember.
complete. Something you're doing? I can do that. What do you want?
Okay, and since War Mill is finished,
War
all
mills
the
contain
peons
various
are
upgrades that can be
harvesting
researched
woods
to
and
improve your troops.
taking it to the
To see
War
what
Mill.
upgrades
That's
are
cool.
available, select your war mill.
Let's create barracks then, because barracks is the production building building, and we can train grunts, headhunters, and demolishers here.
Okie
Yeah, so
Yes.
basically those two missions, and I think that entire prologue is just a tutorial with all the time narrator telling the basics about this game. So it might be possible that I will just do some cuts here, some edits, just to quickly move through this stuff. Okay, let's move the peons that are harvesting woods to the other side and to use our war mill
Buttons in the war
to
mill's
benefit from
command
it.
card. To research an upgrade, left-click on the one you want to purchase.
Yeah, because you see, every time that I click on some building or something like that, there is another hint coming up with this narrator voice. I'm not sure if this is something that can be
Let's get on
disabled.
with my life.
For now, I will
am
just
the
leave it
warchief.
because it's quite nice to also, you know,
Let's get on with it.
use it as a reminder of the things that I already a little bit remember from the past.
Dabu.
Okay, there's definitely no possibility. Let's see if there's something behind these woods here. And there is also a cliff, so we won't be able to access that
For honor.
that place as well. So the only path that is
Yes.
possible is to
For
go
honor.
south from our base. Let's also remember to train grunts. I actually queue up a lot of them because we
Let's get
have
on.
the money. And I remember
The
that if we
spirits
use
are
control and some number, then we should probably have a control group.
I am
If I
the
recall
warchief.
correctly, this is how
Let's
it's
get on with it.
how
Look
it's-
regard, no gal.
how it's named,
I am
and
the
it
warchief.
seems to work. Okay,
Yes.
let's move on and let's see how this mission
My
continues.
life for honor.
We have the watchtower.
Look regard, no
I don't want to get really into the buildings and the units of Orc because I remember that once the prologue finishes, and I'm not sure, but this might be actually the last mission from prologue, from the tutorial. Then we will start the campaign of the human race,
Dabu.
and we will return to orcs later on. So
Yes.
once we will, okay, let's continue
You
after
orcs
the.
are in violation of the
cutscene.
Alliance Internment Act. We've already captured one of your leaders. If you surrender now, we'll spare your lives.
Warchief, they say they've captured one of our leaders. Maybe they're referring to Grom. I hope not. But if they have captured Hellscream, I'll make them regret it. Lok Tarogar! Come, my warriors. We must drive the humans back. Dabu.
Okay, so we have
Our town is under
more
attack.
grants, and actually there is already some enemy units finally. So we'll start learning things. So if I'm not wrong, since we are playing on hardcore, it will be harder. So I will try to actually move a little bit faster here, and also use some skills that are here in my memory from such a long time ago,
Let's get on with it.
because I believe that this might not be that easy.
Huh? The wretched humans have been destroyed.
Move
Let's
Thrall and
try
the
to
rest of your
perhaps
forces across the bridge
train some
and locate
grunts
Grom.
and send them to this location, and we'll try to also repair some of the units. Let's also see if I
One
can
of your structures was
actually.
damaged during the fight. To repair a damaged building,
What do you want?
select a peon, click the repair button, and then left-click on the
Spirits
desired
are
structure.
restless. Let's get on with it. Ready to spirits are restless.
Yeah, so what I thought during the narrator speaking is that I want to use my memory from the past and use control groups to actually try to
Ready to
help
yes.
myself in keeping those watchtowers alive.
Something need doing.
So I'm quickly using Control 1 for the Great Hall and Control 2 for my army.
The warchief.
We'll move on with army, and we will use peons for now, just to repair the watchtowers.
Yes.
And we'll see if this spot will actually manage to stay alive, as we are using our army and Thrall to enjoy the map and try to see everything that there is to see before we proceed to the rest of the mission. So that's the idea, and let's build watchtowers then. And I will build a lot of them because we have such a lot of money, we can afford them. And we will train. Okay, I can train them because I don't have the supply. Let's quickly make a barrow then. And I have also 3 spare grants here, and I will send them to Thrall, and I will
The spirits
yeah
are
add
restless.
them to the control group.
Yes. Let's
And since I have control, oh okay, I should have also barracks on some control group just to quickly make it possible to train grants while I'm moving on the map. So let's use 2 on the barracks, and let's use 3 on my army. And let's move here and try to level up Thrall a little bit.
Work complete.
At the same time, peons are here and they finalized the watchtowers. Let's build a little bit
Your
more.
army has grown to such a large size that it now requires a portion of your income to sustain it. This maintenance cost is referred to as upkeep.
Can't build there. Can't build there.
Yeah, so upkeep system is also quite an interesting thing in this game, but we'll discuss it later on as well.
Lokrigan.
Let's attack the gnolls. No, this is weird.
Yeah. Ready to
It doesn't work with the A. Oh, A is patrol. I just assumed that A will be attack, but attack is under R actually. That makes a lot of sense. Because before I noticed that my units, when I tried to use A, were just moving from one point to another, and I was thinking this is something weird, but maybe this is happening by itself on the default. But this was actually because I used patrol.
Work complete.
Scroll of healing. Let's quickly read what scroll of healing does. So heals 150 hit points to all friendly non-mechanical units around the hero when used. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's why I wasn't able before to kill the buildings. Yeah, because I was using patrol command.
None will survive.
It's unfortunate. Okay, in the meantime, I can build something, I believe. Let's build another barrow.
Happy to, yes. Be happy to.
And let's also train some grants, perhaps. So under 2, I have to get used to that as soon as possible. And also let's try to set rally point. This is under F to our hero. So I can use just the control group 2, use F and move to my army and try to... Yeah, and all of the grants should now follow Thrall. This will be handy for us during the mission. Let's clear those buildings. Let's see if there's anything that can drop from it. There's nothing. Okay, let's go on and try to discover everything that is on the map. And we'll then continue with the mission. I thought at first that perhaps the enemy units will be constantly moving from this side of the map, and I will have a hard time with keeping them outside. And just because of that, I built so many of the watchtowers. But I think that this will not be the case actually, because it's a tutorial. This is not something to be really worried about. I wonder about the thing, if I build actually the war mill here, will they be able still to benefit from the will I be able to benefit from the war mill and collect the woods from here? I think I wonder if that's possible. In the meantime, let's move on with the Thrall and let's see if there is anything else to cover here. But I think that we actually moved everywhere that we can for now. So let's also add additional grants to our army, and let's try then to go on with the mission.
For honor.
Okay, so I actually can't move here. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So I will have to destroy one of my towers. Okay. Now here we have the Alliance forces and we have the Scout Tower, but I think that, yeah, it does not attack at all. It only got armor. Okay, so this mission is actually quite linear. I think that there is no additional paths that are available outside of this one that we already scouted here. At least for now. Let's destroy the gate and let's try to find the Grom. I remember Grom a little bit, but not to the extent that I would like to.
For honor.
I wonder if he's brother or something like that to Thrall, but I'm not entirely sure about their relationship. Yeah, and one more grunt, we'll have the entire control group.
For honor. Yes.
I don't think that we need more units for this mission.
Yes.
For now, it really looks that it will be very easy to finish. Maybe I was a little bit too scared of this hard difficulty, you will see. This is only a tutorial and prologue after all, so this might quickly change, and I kind of hope that it will become really hard.
Yes, War Chief.
I have a new unit, Shaman. Yeah, just as I said before, let's not really get into those units and all of the descriptions for now, because since I remember that we will return to orcs after some time, then I think that this is not a best moment to learn the race. We'll return to orcs and then we will get into details here and read all the units and everything that we need to know to learn how to play this faction.
The spirits.
No, here's some path to discover, perhaps.
War
Because
Chief,
here
we
we'll
found
be
where they're holding Grom, but the area is protected by fortified guard towers. Then destroy them. Hellscream must be free.
Yeah, before we move on, because I believe that this will be the end of the mission, we'll just quickly check this path here, because I think that there's something there.
The spirits are restless.
Or perhaps I am wrong.
I am the War Chief.
It seems that there's nothing there. Okay, so I believe that there's nothing for us here. Let's just move on and finish this mission. And here we have guard towers that actually have quite a lot of damage. I believe that it's even better than our watchtower. Yeah, watchtower is 19 to 22 and those human towers have 23 to 27. Armor 5. So armor is actually worse.
Something you're doing? Let's get on with it. None will survive.
And just to be sure, let's see if there's something there. There's nothing.
We're under attack! The spirits are restless.
Nothing here. Something here, perhaps. Yeah, I think that there is nothing left on this map. We can just proceed, and we have some ships here as well.
Lokrigar no Khan. Let's get on with it. I am the War Chief. Directly. For the Horde. Lightning.
Oh, that's weird. It seems that the guard tower have prioritized killing the shaman, actually.
Loktar.
And rescue Gromash is main quest completed, so.
Ron, are you alright? I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride. Great, because we're getting out of here now. We're leaving the human lands for good. Finally, follow me. I have an idea. We can set sail on the humans' own ships. Perfect. But we'll need to wait for the rest of the war. The Horde is assembled, War Chief. We await only your command.
Now, go, young thrall. Sail west to the lands of Kalimdor. It is there that you will find your destiny. It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
If I'm not mistaken, that is the end of the prologue. And I was actually wrong. There was no additional quest on this map. It was just saying that there is some hidden quest before because it wasn't accessed yet at that time. But it was saving Grom after all. And it seems that Grom is actually the brother of Thrall, so that's cool that I still have some memory that is accurate. I hope that in the Scourge of Lordaeron, so the human campaign, we will not have as many hints and as many interruptions from the narrator perspective, because the basic were already explained. And at the same time, since this is an actual full human campaign, we will go into details here and learn all about the units and about the buildings of human, because as you know, I want to firstly play all of the campaigns to then continue to then do a summary of each of the campaign and each of the race, and then choose which race I'd like to have as my main for learning in detail and play on the ladder. For now, I think that we can finish and call it a day. And we will proceed to the human campaign in the second episode of this journey. I hope that you enjoyed the first episode. Thank you so much for watching for today. It was really a cool start and a very interesting experience for me, since I never have done such a thing in my entire life. I'm actually also happy that this prologue was such a short one, because I really want to proceed to the human campaign. I actually my brain and my hands actually remember a little bit of the game, and those basics were, it wasn't really something new for me, let's say, but with human campaign we will start to get into details when it comes to units and buildings, and I really can't wait to this, because this is the thing that I was hoping for. But for now, Thrall seems really cool as a hero. I don't remember a lot from his history. From the next thing, I remember that he returns as a hero, of course, in the Orcs campaign. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next episode. It was really a cool experience just to start it out and try my best to keep up with the game, and also try to talk along and share my thoughts. And I'm really looking to the next episode. This second mission felt much more practical. We slow down even more and learn the very basics: buildings, resources and control. At the same time, the story keeps moving forward. Grom being captured by humans reminded me again how long this conflict has existed. Rescuing him does not feel like a big heroic moment yet. It feels more like preparation. The orcs leave the continent, they are heading towards something unknown. The prologue ending feels definitely less like a goodbye and more like a pause, something that clearly suggests we will return to those characters later. The journey has clearly begun, but it feels like the real story is still waiting ahead. If you made it this far, thank you once again for watching. and I hope to see you next time.